Part 51. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 501. Mo Xian is no match for the strong men from the demon race in front of him. Of course he is looking forward to the arrival of the strong men from the human race. But when he saw the person who took action, Mo Xian was stunned. Mixu. Beside him, Mo Xian also saw it, and his face suddenly showed a dull look. Musu seriously injured the second-level god of the demon clan. In the battle just now, his brother was no match for this monster. How could Musu do this? As soon as Li Yang took action, everyone around him was shocked. But at this time, Li Yang felt very calm in his heart. Finally, I can make a good move. Li Yang took a deep breath. This was his first real confrontation with a foreign race. After he was easily repelled and Bao Yuan was seriously injured, Lang Mi quickly attacked, but Li Yang didn't care at all about Lang Mi. The wolf was killed very quickly, and with the foundation of his 3 series of gods and the top-level artifact Suyun boots, he was even faster, and he was in front of Bao Yuan in an instant. Li Yang stabbed out the spear in his hand, as fast as lightning, and another shot passed through Bao Yuan's body. Puff. Bao Yuan couldn't bear it at all, and a large mouthful of blood spurted out from his mouth, and the momentum fluctuations in his whole body were greatly reduced. At this time, its vitality is not even half. Lang Mi, save me. At this time, Bao Huan's eyes no longer had the arrogant look before, but only fear. A human team that has just entered the killing battlefield actually hides the top human god and powerhouse. With his strength, even the 3 gods cannot let him do this. Human. Not far away, the Lang Mi roared angrily, waved its hoofs and claws, and a short flying sword struck out. The small flying sword carried the power of heaven and earth, mixed with extremely terrifying fluctuations, and was even surrounded by the shadow of the flying sword. The small flying sword expanded tens of thousands of times, seeming to cover the entire sky. After Li Yang's second attack hit the violent circle, the flying sword mixed with terrifying fluctuations came to Li Yang. Snort. Seeing the attack coming, Li Yang snorted coldly, and struck out with the spear in his hand again. A spear light shot out like a meteor and collided directly with the flying sword. Bang! A violent sound came. The flying sword could not withstand the attack of the spear light and was directly knocked away. The remaining spear light instantly came to the front of Lang Mi and slashed across his body. Puff. After receiving this attack, blood spurted out from Lang Mi's mouth. This attack. At this time, there was no rage in Lang Mi's eyes, but only fear. He no longer tried to save Bao Yuan, but turned around and ran away. Li Yang might have launched a sneak attack on Bao Yuan just now, but now he really saw Li Yang's strength and had no idea of continuing to fight. Facing the escaping Lang Mi, Li Yang ignored him for the time being. He focused on Bao Yuan. When the third attack came, Bao Yuan had no power to resist. His eyes were full of despair. After he withstood this attack finally, the aura fluctuations on his body completely disappeared. In just 3 attacks, the second series of gods of the demon clan died violently. With a wave of his right hand, he put away the violent body. Li Yang looked at the figure fleeing quickly in the distance with a sneer on his lips. Want to escape? Can you escape? Boom. Li Yang's figure rioted, and his speed was at least dozens of times faster than the fleeing Lang Mi. In less than 2 seconds, he caught up with Lang Mi. It was still a simple spear light. Lang Mi screamed and was directly seriously injured. Just like Bao Yuan, he had no resistance at all. Seeing that the gods of the second series had no resistance at all, Li Yang was extremely happy at this moment. Haha, it is indeed a sacred weapon, the mysterious destruction spear. Being able to seriously injure the gods of the second series easily, of course the sacred weapon in his hand is the Xianzhang spear. Sacred weapon, this is a treasure that most emperors may not have. Now Li Yang may not necessarily fully activate the power of top-level artifacts. It stands to reason that when he uses top-level artifacts and holy weapons, the power he activates should be the same, because his strength is fixed. But when it comes to real motivation, the two are completely different. It's like a child who can't pick up a stick or a knife, but if he picks it up forcibly, the damage caused to others cannot be compared with the stick and the knife. The basis of the three series gods is the use of the sacred weapon Xianzhang. At this time, Li Yang's attack power is completely comparable to that of the four series gods. Human. Seeing that Bao Yuan was killed and he was seriously injured, Lang Mi knew that he would definitely not be able to escape. He looked at Li Yang and said angrily, "What a human being, whose strength is close to that of the gods of the four elements, hiding in the team, specializing in wait for us. I just don't know who is the strongest human being." Lang Mi said angrily. At this time, he only thought that the Li Yang in front of him was a powerful human god, but he just disguised his face. At this time, it was impossible for him to connect the strong man in front of him with Li Yang. A few years ago, Li Yang had just gained the strength to kill ordinary gods. In just a few years, even though Li Yang had obtained many treasures, even treasures that greatly increased his strength, the treasures that could forcibly increase the strength of gods were very limited. 10 times is basically the upper limit. Human Li Yang's strength is at most slightly more than the second series of gods, which is already the limit. The powerful man in front of him has definitely reached the level of a 3 series god, and his attack power is even more terrifying, completely reaching the level of a 4th series god. How could a strong man of this level be disguised as human Li Yang? Guess who I am? Hearing Lang Mi's words, Li Yang said indifferently. He kept attacking in his hands and attacked again. In fact, if he used the destructive spear technique, his attack power would be stronger, but the aliens might know his attack, so Li Yang would definitely not use it. Just ordinary attacks can easily get rid of Lang Mi and the other two. Damn humans, we demons will not let you go, Lang Mi roared angrily, his eyes full of despair and unwillingness. Originally thought it was a less dangerous plan, but they did not expect to fall. However, it was useless to be unwilling. After only 3 attacks, the fluctuations of Lang Mi's breath also disappeared completely. The second demon god of the second system died. With a wave of his right hand, Lang Mi's body was also collected by Li Yang. There was silence all around, and everyone looked over here, looking at Li Yang standing in the void, their eyes full of shock. Both the 2 second-level gods of the demon race who came here are dead, killed by Musu. It only took 3 attacks to easily kill the second-level gods. Musu is so powerful, this strength has definitely reached the level of a 4th-level god. There are not many gods of this strength in Xingzhou, only in our human race's eternal temple and Hunyuan martial arts holy realm, right? Is this Musu from the temple or the holy realm? Too strong. Everyone was shocked and looked at the figure holding the spear in the void in awe. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, Ji Difeng Ren. Chapter 502. Everyone looked in awe at the figure holding a spear in the void. However, despite being shocked, their eyes also showed the joy of surviving the disaster. Just now, the demon clan wanted to kill them. Now that these 2 demon gods are dead, they are safe. They were happy. At this time, the expressions of brothers Mo Xian and Mo Xian kept changing, especially Mo Xian, who looked panicked. How is it possible? How can this Musu be so strong? He had been very arrogant in front of Musu before, and even threatened to let Musu kneel down and beg for mercy before he would let him go. As a result, Musu has now shown such terrifying strength. The eldest brother he was most proud of was no match for any of the 2 monsters that came, but each of these 2 monsters could not survive 3 moves in Musu's hands. What is this concept? Can the Musu in front of me rival the gods of the 4 series? With such strength, in Hualayo Xingzhou, apart from Emperor Hualayo, Musu is the strongest. The leader of their sect must be extremely respectful when seeing such a strong man, but before, he didn't know whether to live or die and kept provoking him. Mo-Hsien was panicking, and Mo-Hsien's expression kept changing. He was actually very careful in the killing battlefield, but he didn't expect that his boat capsized at the edge of the killing battlefield. When the expressions of the two brothers changed, Li Yang also looked here. Mo-Hsien, Mo-Hsien, get over here. Li Yang said with cold eyes, the demon clan has been dealt with. Let's solve what we just did. Previously, he had been waiting for the demon gods to arrive before taking action, so he never paid much attention to Mo-Hsien and Mo-Hsien. But now that the demon tribe is solved, he, naturally cannot let these brothers go. After being enslaved for 100,000 years, it was a divine weapon. If he was weaker, he would have no power to resist at this time and could only accept Mo-Hsien's conditions. He, Li Yang, didn't have such a good temper, so he forgot about it in the blink of an eye. After hearing Li Yang's words, Mo-Hsien's expression suddenly changed, but he was also decisive and immediately flew to Li Yang with his younger brother Mo-Hsien. Mo-Hsien, kneel down, Mo-Hsien said angrily when he came here. Hearing his eldest brother's roar, Mo-Hsien didn't dare to hesitate and knelt down quickly. At this time, he was also afraid. He treated Musu so much before, what if Musu comes to settle a score with him? Even his eldest brother couldn't resist Musu's 3 moves. Master Mugzu, I'm sorry for what happened before. I solemnly apologize to you here. Mo-Hsien bent his body and said with great respect. He was no longer as arrogant as before. At this time, he felt that his back was wet. In the killing battlefield, death was too common. What he said in front of Li Yang before, if Li Yang had murderous intentions towards him. The killing battlefield is so big. If we really do it in a hidden place, who knows? Therefore, Mo-Hsien was really scared at this time, afraid that Li Yang would do something to him. Apologize. Looking at Mo-Hsien, who had his head lowered and was full of respect, Li Yang said calmly, didn't you put forward 2 conditions to me before? You won't say it now. Hearing this, Mo-Hsien was even more trembling and fearful in his heart. He also secretly cursed his brother for allowing him to provoke such a strong man. Seeing that Mo-Hsien was trembling and did not dare to speak, Li Yang said calmly, you asked me for 2 conditions before, and now I also ask for 2 conditions. If you agree, our matter will be cancelled. Bashu 69 New. Hearing this, Mo-Hsien quickly said, Master Mugzu, please tell me, I will definitely comply. He breathed a sigh of relief at this moment. Li Yang said that, so he shouldn't have any intention to kill him. Li Yang really didn't have the idea of killing Mo-Hsien, because he felt that Mo-Hsien had some effect. He said directly, the first condition is that you hand over the divine weapon in your hand. Hearing this, Mo-Hsien's expression changed, but he did not dare to hesitate and immediately stepped forward and said, Master Mugzu, this is my artifact, the moon-shattering knife. In front of any treasure, your own life is the most important. As long as your life is there, you can still get the treasure in the future. Mo-Hsien knew this truth well, so he handed it over without hesitation. Holding the artifact in his hand, Li Yang glanced at the soul, directly erased the consciousness inside, and then put it away. He looked at Mo-Hsien, who was standing respectfully, and continued, the second condition is that you let go of your soul, and I will leave a mark on you. After 100,000 years, I will erase the mark. Hearing this, Mo-Hsien's expression suddenly changed again and again. An artifact, 100,000 years of slavery, this was exactly the condition he proposed to Li Yang before, and now Li Yang proposed the same condition to him. Mo-Hsien didn't know how he felt. At this time, he didn't dare to disobey at all, and said, follow Master Musu's instructions. He let go of his soul, and Li Yang was also unceremonious, leaving a mark of his soul on it. Feeling the mark being engraved on him, Mo Xian smiled bitterly in his heart. No matter where Li Yang was, he would die directly with just one thought. It could be said that his life was now completely in Li Yang's hands. Mo Xian was imprinted on his soul by Musu. He became Musu's slave. Master Mixu's two conditions were exactly what Mo Xian proposed to Master Mixu before. Does this count as shooting himself in the foot? There was silence all around, but everyone was looking here, watching the powerful Mo Xian hand over the artifact and become Musu's servant. After accepting Mo Xian, Li Yang also had some plans. It was good for him to have an extra pair of eyes on the killing battlefield. Leave, you will only have one task in the future. Report immediately which gods and powerful people are in your range, especially aliens. Looking at Mo Xian, Li Yang ordered. Now Li Yang has not found the Kongli Jiaolong and the Lying Beast. Maybe Mo Xian will encounter them later. Report to him and he can go immediately. The killing battlefield is too big, and finding people is completely a matter of luck. Yes, Lord Mixu Mo Xian also accepted his fate at this time. After becoming Li Yang's slave, he was more respectful. Although it was humiliating to be a slave, he could still endure it for 100,000 years. Moreover, they were all human races. With so many people around, Li Yang would not kill him. At least his life was saved. Mo Xian retreated, taking his terrified brother with him. At this time, Mo Xian was really scared. His most admired brother had become a slave now, and his life was only in the other's mind. For a moment, Mo Xian didn't know how much he regretted. It's all my fault, otherwise my brother wouldn't be like this. If he hadn't asked Mo Xian to come, his brother wouldn't have encountered such a situation. Watching Mo Xian leave, Li Yang thought to himself, now there are some clues about the Kongli Jiaolong, but the specific whereabouts of the Lying Beast are unclear. It seems that we need to explore through some other information. I hope Mo Xian can also find something. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 503. Li Yang was thinking, and everyone in the void around him was looking here. Li Yang didn't move, and they didn't dare to leave. Not far away, the Black Shield hesitated slightly and flew over with the Fox Tribe girl Lingyu and others. Musu, looking at Li Yang, Haidun felt like he was having trouble speaking. Just kidding, he is just a peak world realm cultivator, and the Li Yang in front of him has just easily killed 2 second-level gods, and the battle scene is still close before his eyes. How could he not be in awe? It is natural for the weak to fear the strong. Beside Black Shield, the fox girl Lingyu also looked at Li Yang, with regret clearly deep in her eyes. Mixu is so strong, I have always kept my relationship with this Mixu away from me before. Black Shield had been speaking for Li Yang before. Not surprisingly, their relationship with Li Yang must be very good. However, she interrupted and kept clarifying that she did not want to have anything to do with Li Yang. In the end, she got her wish, and they were indeed not involved with Musu. But I never thought that Musu would be such a strong person. She distanced herself from her relationship with Musu because she was afraid of Mo Xian's brother Mo Xian, but in the blink of an eye, Mo Xian became Musu's servant. Their strength is even stronger than that of their sect master. Such a strong man is considered to be close to the top in the killing battlefield. If you make friends with such a strong person, the benefits will be great. This opportunity was so close at first, but she was completely pushed away. Thinking of what she had said before, Lingyu wanted to slap herself a few times. Black Shield, don't be nervous. Seeing Black Shield approaching, Li Yang smiled. After thinking for a moment, Li Yang waved his right hand, and then a strange white flower appeared in his hand. The flower of understanding. Seeing this flower, Black Shield was stunned for a moment. Black Shield, you were looking for the comprehension flower earlier, so I'll give you this one, Li Yang said with a smile. Just now he put away the corpses of the demon clan Lang Mi and Bao Yuan, and casually scanned their space rings. In Lang Mi's space ring, there were dozens of enlightenment flowers. Before, Haidun informed him of the location of the comprehension flower and even spoke for him. Li Yang still had a good impression of Haidun. Musu, thank you. Looking at Li Yang, Haidun didn't know what to say, so he could only thank him. There was also a trace of shame on his face. When Mo Xian dealt with you before, I didn't speak for you. At this time, Haidun also regretted it. If he had been speaking for Li Yang before, his relationship with Li Yang would definitely go further. But I only said a few words at the beginning and nothing more afterward. I understand. Li Yang smiled slightly. He didn't want to owe anyone else, and this enlightenment flower was Black Shield's reward for speaking up for him at the risk of offending Mo Xian. Diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit. Let's go. Without saying a few words, Li Yang gave a comprehension flower to Black Shield and prepared to leave. Mixu. Looking at Li Yang's leaving figure, Ling Yu, a girl from the Fox tribe, bit her lips and said, "Yes, I'm sorry." After hearing her words, Li Yang didn't stop at all. He didn't even look at her, and quickly disappeared. Lord Mixu gave Black Shield a comprehension flower. It's normal. In the square before, only Black Shield spoke to Master Mixu. Unfortunately, Haidun's junior sister Lingyu stopped Haidun again and kept clearing her relationship with Lord Musu. Stupid, Black Shield's junior sister Lingyu is really stupid. Such a strong person has such a good opportunity to make friends. If he can always speak for Lord Mixu, Lord Mixu casually throws away a treasure, which is probably a treasure. An unimaginable opportunity. Yes, Black Shield just helped a little and said a few words at the beginning, and then he got the comprehension flower. Alas, I completely missed the opportunity to make friends that was so good before. Seeing Li Yang giving a comprehension flower to Haidun, there was another round of discussion around him. Hearing these comments, the Fox tribe girl Lingyu felt even more regretful. As these people said, her previous behavior of pretending to be smart now seems to be really stupid. A powerful god of the four elements, an existence that she might not be able to come into contact with in her lifetime, was right in front of her, and she was constantly pushing him out. Within the territory of the monster clan, inside the huge mountain peak, a black python was entangled. The screen in front of its eyes was flashing, and it was looking at messages one after another. This information is about the geniuses of other races. The Mang Yuan of the demon race is responsible for assassinating the geniuses of other ethnic groups. These geniuses include not only the human race, but also other ethnic groups. For example, the assassination of human Li Yang this time was because they, the demon clan, united with other clans to kill Li Yang before he grew up. But if a peerless genius appears in their demon tribe, other ethnic groups will join forces with the human race to get rid of the powerful genius from their tribe. The universe is all about interests, and there is no real friendship between any ethnic group, because there are many people who turn against each other because of their interests. According to the information investigation, a peerless genius has appeared in the Fire Nether Beast clan, and it seems that a peerless genius has also appeared in the Time Sacred Tree clan. Mang Yuan frowned slightly. The Fire Divine Beast and the Time Divine Tree are both born gods, and peerless geniuses have actually appeared in them. Is the probability of time geniuses appearing in the past 100 years so high? According to his research, the genius who appeared from the Fire Nether Divine Beast clan and the Time Divine Tree clan, even if his talent is not as good as that of human Li Yang, is not much different. It would take the entire universe, no idea how many years it would take for a genius like this to be born. Thinking in his mind, Mang Yuan shook his head. Geniuses of our demon clan are constantly being born, but compared with human Li Yang and human Hungsu, the strongest genius now is completely incomparable. According to the information, it is even far inferior to the Fire Nether Beast clan and Time, the genius of the Sacred Tree tribe. Naturally, he also hopes that powerful geniuses will appear within his own tribe. But recently, their demon tribe really doesn't have any talented people. Call out. At this moment, a figure flew over quickly from a distance. The screen in front of Mang Yuan disappeared and he looked down. Lord Mang Yuan, Lang Mi, and Bao Yuan have fallen. What? Upon hearing the news, Mang Yuan's expression suddenly changed and he said in a deep voice, "What happened? How did they fall?" Just a few dozen minutes ago, Lang Mi and Bao Yu reported that new members of the human race had entered the killing battlefield. They were preparing to ambush, but the ambush failed and they died instead. "I don't know," the monster below said tremblingly. "Not sure." Hearing this, Mang Yuan said angrily, "Let me check. Find out the reason for their death." Yes. A few days later. "Mr. Mang Yuan, the matter has been found out." After Lang Mi and Bao Yuan took action, there was a powerful 4-series god hidden in the new human team that entered the killing battlefield. It only took 3 to kill Lang Mi and Bao Yuan. "Attack the monster below," reported quickly. "Thank you to Bans Hung Liang Liang Duoshang for the 1500 reward, and thank you to 08A for the 100 reward. Thank you." From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 504. You said that the 4 element gods are hidden in this human team. Hearing the report from the monster below, Mang Yuan frowned slightly. If Lang Mi and Bai Yuan could be killed with 3 attacks, it must be the 4 element gods. HX.com. Mang Yuan pondered for a moment. Is it a coincidence that this 4 element god of the human race is in the team? Or is there any other reason? Generally speaking, such strong men will stay in the killing battlefield. If they choose to leave, they will not enter again next time. The killing battlefield is extremely large, and it takes a long time to go back and forth, especially the area where the 4 element gods are located, which is almost the center of the killing battlefield. It takes more time to come back. Check it carefully for me. Find out the identity of the members of this team. After thinking for a while, Mang Yuan said in a deep voice, "Maybe there are human Li Yang and human Hungsu in this team, and the human 4 element gods who killed Lang Mi and Bao Yuan are protecting them. The 4 element gods may have entered the killing battlefield by chance, or they may have a special purpose." At this time, it was the time for human Li Yang and human Hungsu to enter the killing battlefield, and any special things would arouse his vigilance. "Yes, Lord Mang Yuan, I will investigate immediately." The monster below left quickly. The black giant python coiled around the mountain peak, its eyes cold. It is very unlikely that the 4 element gods are mixed in the ordinary team and enter the killing battlefield, so it is very likely that they have a special purpose, which should be to protect the human Li Yang and the human Hungsu. This human really values genius, and specially sent the 4 element gods to protect Li Yang and Hungsu into the killing battlefield. If the strength is strong enough, it is completely possible to enter the killing battlefield alone, and there is no need to team up with others. Therefore, Mang Yuan believes that the 4 element gods are to protect the human Li Yang and the human Hungsu. At this time, Mang Yuan did not think about whether the 4 element gods and Li Yang were the same person. What is the 4 element god? This is already a middle and high level of a tribe, 1,000 times the strength of ordinary gods. Human Li Yang just had the strength to barely kill ordinary gods a few years ago. Now a few years have passed, and his strength has skyrocketed 1,000 times. It's incredible to think about it. It is impossible. Even if human Li Yang is given a top-level holy weapon, no, 3, attack, defense, and speed. To improve his strength in all aspects, human Li Yang cannot reach the level of a four-element god. The fox girl Lingyu regretted, the demon tribe was furious, etc. Li Yang was not aware of these. After leaving the main force, Li Yang was in a good mood. There was no one around, only him, and at this time Li Yang was counting his gains. This leopard monster has a magic weapon, and this demon wolf actually has two magic weapons. One attack, and one speed. This speed is a mid-level magic weapon. Li Yang's face was filled with joy. The value of an intermediate artifact is far greater than that of an ordinary artifact. An intermediate artifact is at least equivalent to 5 ordinary artifacts. Just after entering the killing battlefield for a short time, Li Yang got 4 artifacts. Killing is always the fastest way to get treasures. Kill the opponent, and the countless treasures accumulated by the opponent will belong to you. After calculating the treasures, Li Yang was flying to a place, and suddenly frowned slightly. He seemed to have sensed an extremely obscure fluctuation just now, and this fluctuation seemed to have been following him. What is this? Li Yang tried to sense it out. Rightward arrow. Li Yang, boy, not bad, you actually found it at this moment. Han Mo's voice rang in Li Yang's mind. Han Mo, what is this? Li Yang asked. He just tried to remove the fluctuation, and it felt a little difficult. He could remove it, but it should take some time. Now it seems that Han Mo knows what this is. Han Mo said in a light voice, 100 powder potion, a very powerful treasure of the tracking type. 100 powder potion. Hearing this, Li Yang's heart moved. Han Mo continued, this 100 powder potion was released by the leopard monsters of the demon clan when they fought with you and were not as strong as you. If you are infected, as long as they want, they can easily track down the strong man with the 100 powder potion on him. In short, your current whereabouts may be easily detected by the demon clan. The 100 powder potion is extremely difficult to make, no less than refining a divine weapon. This is also the reason why the demon clan and other tribes prevented the discovery of human Li Yang and others, but let them escape. Being infected with the 100 powder potion is like having cameras installed on the body, and may be detected by the demon clan and others at any time. Before, when Li Yang's powerful strength was discovered, Bao Yuan immediately activated this potion. Knowing this, Li Yang said directly, how to get rid of it quickly. He can get rid of it, but he doesn't know how long it will take. In order to prevent accidents, it is better to get rid of it quickly. Simple. Han Mo said calmly, his soul slightly emanated, and then Li Yang felt that the 100 powder potion was completely removed. After feeling it, Li Yang felt relieved and said, Han Mo, thank you. It's a small matter. Han Mo said calmly, just don't forget, when you really break through to the god, help me revive. Even though Li Yang now has the strength of 3 series of gods without relying on any weapons, Han Mo still believes that the current Li Yang cannot help him. Only Li Yang who truly breaks through to the realm of gods can help him. Don't worry, Li Yang smiled. The two were talking, while Li Yang looked into the distance. I have entered the killing battlefield. Now I don't waste time and go directly to Kong Lai Jiaolong. After determining the direction, Li Yang's figure swept away quickly towards the distance. Time continues to pass, and in the blink of an eye, 5 years have passed since Li Yang entered the killing battlefield. In the virtual world, Li Yang and the leader of the Daolo sect were sitting face to face, sipping tea. Haha, my good disciple, how is your recent record? The leader of the sword slaughter sect said with a smile. Li Yang smiled and said, it's my luck that I killed a 3 series god from the metal clan before. Yeah, not bad. Hearing this, the leader of the sword sect nodded and praised. It was the first time that he heard Li Yang say that he could easily kill the gods of the 2nd series, and he was extremely shocked. However, he was even more shocked when he learned that Li Yang had refined half a drop of the blood of the ancestor dragon. Not only him, but even the eternal ancestor was slightly surprised. He sent a message to Li Yang, asked about it, and then issued an order to the sword slaughter master. No one could say anything about Li Yang refining half a drop of the ancestral dragon essence and blood. Even emperors, there are very few who can refine half a drop of the blood essence of the ancestral dragon, let alone the gods. There are only a few who can refine even a drop of it, and Li Yang is only a world realm. If this news got out, what a shock it would cause. Therefore, except for the eternal ancestor and the master of the sword slaughter sect, no one else knows about Li Yang's situation now. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 505. The leader of the sword-killing sect admired that in a short period of time, his disciples were able to kill 3 gods. Relying on the sacred weapon Xianzhang, Li Yang spent more than 10 minutes to kill a 3-series god. By the way, teacher, is there any news about Kong Lai Jiaolong and Thunder Star Beast? Li Yang asked. Wanting to find the Kong Lai Jiaolong and the Thunder Star Beast, Li Yang naturally couldn't find it alone, so he asked the master of the sword-killing sect for help. As the invincible king of the divine realm, the leader of the sword slaughter sect actually knew many people on the killing battlefield. No. Hearing what Li Yang said, the leader of the Daolo sect shook his head and said, I met one before, but the Kongli Jiaolong was very cautious and disappeared quickly. The killing battlefield is fine among people of the same race, but when encountering a foreign race, all you have to do is stay away from them and fight. It is too difficult to follow them all the time. Still not, Li Yang felt helpless. It seems that finding the Kongli dragon and Thunder Star Beast is more difficult than I thought. Li Yang shook his head. This is like identifying a fish that keeps swimming in the sea. Even if others find it, when Li Yang comes over, there is a 99% chance that the fish will swim away again, and it will be somewhere else. The Kong Lai dragon has also left. Looking into the distance, Li Yang had already arrived at the location of the Kong Lai Jiaolong shown in the previous message. He knew that a Kongli dragon was staying here to cultivate, so he rushed over immediately. However, after arriving here, the Kongli dragon had already left. The entire killing battlefield is extremely huge, and every strong person is constantly moving. You can imagine how difficult it is to find them. In other words, Li Yang has completely lost his goal now. Forget it, take it one step at a time and start making breakthroughs now. At this time, Li Yang was staying on a huge mountain peak. Strange waves were emanating from his body. This was the secret of the law of fire that never ceases to exist. Li Yang had the clone of the fire nether beast earlier, and in terms of law comprehension, his fire law was the strongest. Before, he had completely mastered the secret of melting elements and had broken through to the world realm. But now, he is about to master the second secret of the fire law, endless life. Even if he entered the virtual world before, Li Yang's clone was still comprehending. Just now, I finally got it. This time, Li Yang would not suppress it like before, but chose to understand it directly. With Li Yang's concentrated understanding, only a short time passed before he completely grasped the secret of endless life. Boom! Between heaven and earth, a hot energy emanated, which was sensed by Li Yang. This energy exists everywhere in the void and is endless, and now it suddenly arrives. It is the origin of the fire law. One series of laws, 4 kinds of mysteries, any one of them will cause the origin of the laws between heaven and earth to come and temper the body. Li Yang gathered his mind, continued to operate the laws, and began to absorb the source of the fire laws. This absorption lasted for 3 hours. Afterwards, the endless fire element slowly receded. The strength has improved a bit. Feeling his own strength, Li Yang showed a smile. Because his own foundation is too strong, he only masters one secret now, and the absorbed law source does not increase his strength much. At this time, Li Yang was even more surprised by the progress of the fire law. The Four Mysteries of the Fire Law. In less than 100 years since I first understood them, I have completely mastered 2 of them. There are still 2 others left. As long as he masters the rest, he can break through and become a god. As for the avatar of the fire nether beast, he is a natural god. As long as he fully masters the 4 mysteries, the fire laws have no bottleneck for him and he can easily break through. Overjoyed, Li Yang looked into the distance, and the smile on his face disappeared a little. Forget it, there's nothing you can do if you can't find it. Let's go to the inheritance place first. After another round of searching, it was confirmed that Nakhon Li Jiaolong was not there, so Li Yang had no choice but to leave. He flew towards the distance. Li Yang. Before they had flown far, Han Mo's voice suddenly came, "I have good news for you." "Oh? What's the good news?" Hearing Han Mo's words, Li Yang felt happy and said, "Have you discovered the Kongli Jiaolong?" Han Mo's detection ability is obviously much stronger than his. Now for Li Yang, discovering Kongli Jiaolong is obviously the biggest good news. No, Han Mo shook his head. No. Hearing this, Li Yang's eyes showed a hint of disappointment. "But I discovered the Thunder Star Beast," Han Mo said lightly. "What? Thunder Star Beast?" Hearing Han Mo's words, Li Yang's eyes showed a look of great surprise. "Where is it?" He was pleasantly surprised, both the Kongli Dragon and the Thunder Star Beast were his targets. When we arrived at our destination, we didn't find the Kongli Jiaolong, but we didn't expect to find the Thunder Star Beast. This is definitely an unexpected surprise. Use your Thunder Star Beast clone to get there, it will take about 20 minutes, Han Mo said. 20 minutes. Hearing this, Li Yang nodded and said, "Is there no one around now?" "Don't worry, no one is paying attention here, you can directly release your Thunder Star Beast clone." Han Mo knew Li Yang's Li Yang and said lightly. He was a master during his lifetime. Unless other masters passed by, even the Emperor's consciousness would be easily discovered by him. "That's good," Li Yang nodded, his heart moved. Brush. A giant beast appeared directly in front of him. This is a huge monster that is 200 meters long and resembles a dragon. This huge monster is covered with rock-like, purple, 4 sharp claws, and a thick tail that is almost as long as the whole body. Every part of its body seems to have lightning-like secret patterns. At first glance, it seems that there is really lightning, shaking people's hearts. It is Li Yang's Thunder Star Beast clone. Roar. The Thunder Star Beast clone appeared, and even couldn't help but roar excitedly. Now, the Thunder Star Beast clone is out. Since other Thunder Star Beasts have been discovered, Li Yang naturally can't waste time. Whoosh! The Thunder Star Beast clone turned into a ray of light and flew quickly into the distance. Han Mo, pay attention to the traces of the 2 Thunder Star Beasts so that my clone can change direction. 20 minutes later, if the 2 Thunder Star Beasts fly in other directions, he still won't meet them. "Don't worry," Han Mo said calmly, "just fly directly. If the direction needs to change, I will tell you in advance." "Okay." Li Yang nodded. His eyes were full of excitement. The Thunder Star Beast clan is a truly powerful clan in the universe. Although there is no ancestor of creation, there are at least several masters. In addition to the 10 powerful clans with ancestor of creation, such as the human race and the demon race, the next strongest is the Thunder Star Beast and some other clans. If you mix in and are trained as a top genius, how much benefit can you get? Going out thanks to 08 for the 100 rewards, thank you. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 506. In the void, there are 2 Thunder Star Beasts flying continuously. Diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit. Searched can on Google. Although the Thunder Star beasts look completely different from humans, they can still barely feel their age. Of these two Thunder Star beasts, one is obviously in a young state, and the other is an old man. The young Thunder Star beast was obviously the dominant one among the two, with the old man staying respectfully behind him. Master Lei Xian, the killing battlefield is over, are you ready to return to the clan? The old man from Thunder Star Beast looked at the young man and said with slight respect. Carefully sensing the momentum fluctuations on both of them, it was obvious that the old man was stronger. Needless to say, this Thunder Star Beast young man definitely has a great background, and the old man is more like a servant who specializes in protecting him. Well, let's go back. Lei Xian nodded and said quietly. He looked at the old man in front of him and said, "Thank you for your hard work, Beleng. You have protected me for these 10,000 years. If you have any requests, you can tell me." Hearing this, the old man immediately smiled and said, "I am lucky to be able to protect Mr. Lei Xian." The old man Beleng did not dare to be arrogant at all, and said with a little respect, "I, Beleng, have nothing to ask for, but Mr. Lei Xian knows about my lineage. I hope Mr. Lei Xian can take care of me a little bit." Any ethnic group has branches, just like the human race, which is divided into dragon people, ape people, snake people, etc., and can also be divided into earth people and people from other planets. Some branches are strong, and some branches are definitely weak. Now it seems that the branch of the Thunder Star Beast group where the old man Beleng belongs should be very weak. Hearing Beleng's words, Lei Xian nodded and said, "The branch you are in is indeed very weak, and there are not many gods. Next time when resources are allocated, I will say a few words and allocate more resources to your branch." Hearing this, the old man Beleng suddenly said excitedly, "Thank you very much, Mr. Lei Xian." He bent over, and his whole head was almost touching Lei Xian's feet. If more resources can be allocated, the strength of their branches may become even stronger. Let's go. After finishing speaking, the two said nothing more. But they didn't fly for long before they both stopped and looked into the distance. "Are there any other members of our Thunder Star Beasts here?" Mr. Lei Xian was very surprised and looked into the distance. There is actually an inexplicable sense between them Thunder Star Beasts. This sense is far away, but if they are close, they can sense other members of the same race. But they didn't notice the Thunder Star Beast at this time, they sensed it in advance. "Which tribesman is it?" Both of them stopped and looked into the distance. On the other side, Li Yang's Thunder Star Beast clone was flying. "Huh? Did you sense it?" At this time, Li Yang obviously had a strange feeling in his heart. His body specifically asked Han Mo. Han Mo explained, "Some ethnic groups are inherited through blood, and the blood is inductive to each other. This is the case with the Thunder Star Beast." "So that's it," Li Yang understood in his heart. His Thunder Star Beast clone continued to fly, and finally, he came to a place, and in front, two giant beasts were looking at him. "Beleng, this person is a member of your branch, do you know him?" Seeing Li Yang's Thunder Star Beast clone arriving, Lei Xian immediately recognized it and asked casually. There are also many members of the Lei Xian Beast group, so it is normal for Lei Xian not to recognize them. "I don't know." Upon hearing Lei Xian's question, Beleng shook his head. He looked at Li Yang's Thunder Star Beast clone with a trace of doubt in his eyes. "Their branch is very weak, there are only a few gods, and the rest are the weakest in the world realm. The one flying over is obviously the peak of the world realm, but he doesn't recognize it, which is too strange. Of course, there is only one possibility, and that is that this Thunder Star Beast is drifting away. Don't you know?" Lei Xian was also slightly confused. "Come on, let's go over and take a look. Call out! Call out!" Beleng and Lei Xian flew directly in front of Li Yang's Thunder Star Beast clone. Finally we saw it. Looking at Beleng and Lei Xian in front of him, Li Yang breathed a sigh of relief. After staying in the killing battlefield for more than 5 years, he finally saw the Thunder Star Beast, and there were 2 of them. Thinking in his mind, Li Yang's Thunder Star Beast clone looked wary and said, "Who are you? Don't be nervous." Looking at the Thunder Star Beast Li Yang, the old man Beleng had a gentle smile on his face and said, "My child, can you tell me where you are from?" There were only a few people in their branch, but now they met someone from a strange world and entered a killing field. Of course, he took it seriously. Being able to fight in the killing battlefield, one's strength will definitely not be too weak. Hearing this, Li Yang, the Thunder Star Beast, hesitated slightly and said, "I don't have a fixed residence, and I have been wandering around in various places." After finishing his words, Lei Xian next to Beleng nodded and said, "It seems that he is a member of the tribe who is living outside. Any ethnic group may have members outside, and some new human bloodlines may appear outside the borders of the human race." He looked at Beleng and said with a smile, "Beleng, I didn't expect that a weak branch of yours would have a wandering world realm who entered the killing battlefield." "I didn't expect it either," Beleng said with a smile. At this time, Li Yang heard what the 2 said, but he secretly thought in his heart, "The weakest branch." Naturally, he didn't know much about the Thunder Star Beast clan. The entire human race probably only knew about its clan's strength, how many emperors and masters there were, and they certainly didn't pay much attention to its branches. Beleng looked at Li Yang, his expression even gentler. "My child, don't be nervous, you are from the great Thunder Star Beast clan, and you and I are from the same branch of Thunder Star Beasts, and we both have 3 black stripes on our tails." "Thunder Star Beast clan," Li Yang muttered deliberately. He looked at his tail, and sure enough, there were 3 black lines. This Thunder Star Beast actually uses this to make a distinction. Yes, our Thunder Star Beast group is an extremely powerful group in the universe, and our comprehensive strength is enough to rank among the top 30 in the universe, Beleng said with a smile. After the introduction, Beleng looked at Master Lei Xian again and begged, "Master Lei Xian, I want to bring the wandering tribesmen of our branch back to the tribe, and apply to enter the holy mountain to receive the awakening of their talents." Hearing Beleng's words, Lei Xian said calmly, "There is no problem in bringing him back to the clan, but entering the holy mountain and receiving talent awakening is very difficult. Beleng, you also know that the quota for the holy mountain is obtained. How precious, only the true geniuses in the clan can enter it." After finishing speaking, Lei Xian looked at Thunder Star Beast Li Yang and asked, "How many years have you been practicing now?" At this time, Li Yang has been analyzing the information based on what Lei Xian and Beleng said. It seems that this young Thunder Star Beast has a very high status. Judging from the fluctuations in his body, the old man Beleng is obviously stronger, but he is obviously dominated by this Thunder Star. Li Yang secretly thought in his heart. After hearing Lei Xian's inquiry, Li Yang said respectfully, "I have been practicing for about 100 years now. From the city to the strongest in the universe." Author, Ji Difeng Ren. Chapter 507. 100 years. Lei Xian's face was very indifferent at first, but when he heard Li Yang's words, he was stunned, as if he thought he heard wrongly, and said, "How many years? Can you say it again?" 100 years later, they were able to break through to the world realm. This was definitely a genius among their tribe, and they were among the top ones. "Reporting to your lord, I have been practicing for 100 years," Thunder Star Beast Li Yang said respectfully. In fact, Li Yang obviously talked too much at this time. It has been at most 70 years since his Thunder Star Beast clone was conceived. At this time, Beleng's face next to Lei Xian was full of excitement, and he said, "Only 100 years? How is your strength now? Has the law of thunder and lightning broken through to the world level?" The Thunder Star Beast is also alive at the world level, and is born with the secret of the law of thunder and lightning explosion. so it is not difficult to break through to the world realm. However, within the Thunder Star Beast clan, if you work hard, it is normal to spend hundreds of years mastering the secret of explosion. 100 years is definitely a genius. Li Yang said, not only the law of thunder and lightning, I also comprehended the law of space, time, fire law and dark law. Among them, I have broken through the space law, time law and fire law to the world realm. Upon hearing this, Beleng's face suddenly showed a look of shock. You said that in addition to the law of thunder and lightning, you also understood the law of space, the law of time, the law of fire, and the law of darkness. Among them, I have broken through to the world realm in terms of space law, time law, and fire law. Beleng couldn't believe it. Bashu 69 knew. In shock, Beleng's face was filled with ecstasy. 5 series of rules. Among them, the laws of the 4 series have broken through to the world level. It doesn't take more than 100 years. This speed of comprehending the law is simply incredible. At this moment, Beleng felt that his body couldn't help but tremble. With such a talent, becoming an emperor in the future would definitely not be a problem. Next to him, young Lei Xian also had a look of shock on his face. This talent was rare in the Thunder Star Beast clan. In fact, within 100 years, there are geniuses who have broken through the laws of the 4 systems to the world level, and there are also some in the human race. But even if all 4 systems of law master a secret, there is still a big gap between them and the gods. Only by possessing the strength to kill gods within 100 years can one be considered one of the top 10 geniuses of the human race. The talent currently displayed by Li Yang's Thunder Star Beast is still much inferior to that of Li Yang's own body. There was a trace of shock in Lei Xian's eyes. He looked at Li Yang and said, "Don't lie. Everything can be easily detected when you return to the tribe, the training time, etc." He felt a little bit that what Li Yang said was all lies. Thunder Star Beast Li Yang said respectfully, "I don't dare to deceive you, sir." He waved his hoofs and claws, and waves of law suddenly appeared. Space laws. The law of time. The law of thunder and lightning. The law of fire. Dark law. All the laws of a series are displayed. In fact, with the foundation of the Thunder Star Beast, it does not use trump cards such as the Destruction Spear technique. It is just a simple law. Even the gods may not be able to match it, but at this time, the law it reveals is enough. Li Yang even restrained himself slightly and did not reveal everything. For example, he mastered both mysteries of the fire law, but he only used one. Unless the secrets of the law are truly displayed, others will not be able to see anything. He believed that just what he showed would definitely shock the Thunder Star Beast clan. Sure enough, at this time, the old man Beleng's face was full of excitement, the wrinkles on his face were completely relaxed, and he smiled like a chrysanthemum. "Okay. Okay. Okay." Beleng said excitedly, "It is rumored that human Li Yang has an incredible talent and has understood many laws. However, he only has the talent of 4 laws, the law of space, the law of time, the law of thunder and lightning, and the law of fire. As for the talent of the dark law, he has not understood it at all." Their Thunder Star Beast genius who appeared in front of them had an extra dark law compared to human Li Yang. Excited, Beleng looked at Lei Xian and said quickly, "Master Lei Xian, when you return to the tribe, you must help this genius from my branch apply for the qualification to enter the Holy Mountain. Your talent is so strong before you enter the Holy Mountain. Once you enter, isn't it even stronger?" At this time, Mr. Lei Xian didn't know what the expression was on his face. He was also completely shocked by Li Yang's talent. He took a deep look at Li Yang, nodded, and said, "With such a talent, I can easily enter the Holy Mountain even if I don't apply." Hearing this, the old man Beleng was even more delighted. He looked at the Thunder Star Beast Li Yang and said with a smile, "My child, can you tell me your name?" Li Yang said, "Mu Xian." He gave himself a random name again. Okay, Muxian, we are about to return to the ethnic group. Of course, it is also your ethnic group. Are you willing to go back with us? There, you will get the best training from the ethnic group, the old man Beleng asked expectantly. At this time, he was afraid that Li Yang would not go back with them. Hearing this, Thunder Star Beast Li Yang nodded and said, I am willing to go back. He also felt happy in his heart. I didn't expect these two Thunder Star Beasts to return to the group, so I don't have to waste more time. Maybe he found the Thunder Star Beast. This Thunder Star Beast still had something to do in the killing battlefield. If it stayed there, he would have no choice but to wait. Seeing Li Yang nodding, the old man Beleng was even more excited. Far away, Li Yang stood silently on a mountain peak, looking over here. Things are going more smoothly than I imagined. The Thunder Star Beast clone is about to enter the Thunder Star Beast clan. Li Yang showed a smile. As long as you enter, with the talent displayed by the Thunder Star Beast clone, you will definitely get the best training. Just kidding, the Thunder Star Beast clone was bred by him, and in terms of age, it is more than 10 years younger than him. His current talent is top-notch among top tribes like the human race, and the Thunder Star Beast clone's talent will only be stronger than his. You can imagine how much the Thunder Star Beast tribe values him. It is estimated that it will not take long before my progress speed can be greatly improved. Li Yang is looking forward to it. He will definitely be able to enter the inheritance place of the Thunder Star Beast tribe. Once he enters, his progress will definitely be faster. However, there is still the Kong Lai Jiaolong tribe that has not been found. Li Yang secretly said, but don't worry, the main body will go directly to the inheritance place. The inheritance place will only last for 10 years. I will look for it again after 10 years. The Thunder Star Beast clone plan has been successful. At this time, Li Yang is no longer in a hurry and is ready to accept the inheritance first. Moreover, he may meet the Kong Lai Jiaolong on the way. Whoosh! Thinking in his heart, Li Yang's figure moved and flew directly to the distance, and soon disappeared. I am going out again thanks to Banzhengliang Daoshang and Chifengguiying for their 1,500 rewards, and 08A and Jiangxian Hongxi for their 100 rewards. Thank you. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, Ji Difeng Ren. Chapter 508. Buzz. The space teleportation array in front of him flashed, and a flying vehicle entered it directly and disappeared. Muxian, we have entered the teleportation array. In 2 months, we will be able to return to the tribe. The old man Beleng looked at Li Yang and said with a smile. Well, Thunder Star Beast Li Yang nodded. He thought for a while and asked, Lord Beleng, can you tell me about the tribe? I have been wandering outside and don't know much about the tribe. Of course. The old man Beleng smiled and said, our Thunder Star Beast tribe is a relatively powerful tribe in the universe. In addition to the 10 major tribes such as the human race and the demon race that have the ancestor of creation, our tribe ranks in the forefront. The old man Beleng began to popularize some information to Li Yang. The ancestor of creation, Li Yang deliberately showed a puzzled look in his eyes. Then, the old man Beleng explained the information about the ancestor of creation, which naturally made Li Yang even more shocked. He turned his eyes and asked curiously, Lord Beleng, how many masters do we have in our tribe? Do you know how many there are? Hearing Li Yang's question, the old man Beleng smiled and said, I don't know, but compared with other tribes, the number is definitely superior. At his level, he certainly doesn't know the highest end combat power of the tribe. Of course, even if he knows, he won't explain it in detail to Li Yang now. Skipping this topic, the old man Beleng continued, we Thunder Star Beasts have a very high life level and can reach the world realm by nature. And our talents are also extremely strong, not limited by the life level, and strong people continue to appear. Like the natural god tribes such as the fire ghost beast and the time god tree, the life level is very high, but they are also greatly suppressed by the universe. It is extremely difficult for them to master the laws other than the laws of fire and time. And the thunder star beast is a life at the world level. Not only is the life level high, but it is also not suppressed by the universe. In addition to the law of thunder and lightning, they can still easily comprehend other laws. In fact, God loves the thunder star beast tribe more than the fire ghost beast tribe. After all, the emperor of the entire fire ghost divine beast clan is the strongest, and there are not many of them. But the thunder star beast clan has at least several overlords. Speaking of this, the old man Beleng's face was obviously proud. He kept talking, and Li Yang nodded from time to time. After thinking for a while, Li Yang asked, "Lord Beleng, I heard before that our lineage is the weakest branch. What's the matter?" Hearing this, the smile on Beleng's face slightly restrained. He sighed and said, "Mu Xian, our thunder star beast can be divided into 10 major branches. 5 of these branches have super existences at the overlord level, and 4 branches have emperor level strongmen. In our lineage, now including me, there are only 3 gods." Hearing this, thunder star beast Li Yang was stunned. Among the 10 branches, 5 have overlords, 4 have emperors, and he, the strongest person in the lineage of the clones, is only a god, and there are only 3 gods in total. This gap can indeed be said to be the weakest branch. To put it bluntly, this is simply pitifully weak. For a tribe like the thunder star beast, perhaps a slightly stronger family of gods is stronger than their strength. The old man sighed, and then his eyes showed a light again. "Mu Xian, in fact, the strength of our lineage was not weak before, and there were also super beings at the dominant level. However, a long time ago, the top strong men in our lineage left the tribe and then disappeared." Rightward arrow. Missing. Hearing this, Li Yang was stunned for a moment. He suddenly remembered the space on Earth, where there was a thunder star beast clone, and the creation of his thunder star beast clone was also based on the fragments of the thunder star beast's body. Since his clone is from the lineage of the old man Beleng, it is obvious that the corpse must be too. As his strength grew stronger, Li Yang also knew the strength of the corpse, which reached the level of an emperor. What did the emperor-level strongman of the Beleng lineage, who was a powerful member of the thunder star beast clan, come to Earth for? Li Yang thought to himself. Now that I think about it, the Earth is too mysterious. Let alone other things, just the corpse of the ancestor dragon in the solar system is enough to show that the Earth is not ordinary. Of course, what makes Li Yang feel the most unusual is undoubtedly the mysterious little sword in his mind. The mysterious little sword also suddenly descended on the Earth for some reason. The stronger the strength, the more Li Yang senses the unusualness of the mysterious little sword. At this time, in his feeling, the mysterious little sword can at least be equivalent to a supreme holy weapon. The powerful human race, the human race standing at the top of the entire universe, has only one supreme holy weapon. Yes, they are all missing, gods, emperors, masters, etc., all missing and confirmed to be dead. The old man shook his head and said, "After that, our lineage was devastated, and even geniuses rarely appeared afterwards. It seems that with the death of those strong men, the luck of their lineage is almost exhausted." But, speaking of this, the old man Beleng looked at Li Yang, and a trace of amazing light appeared in his eyes again. "We now have another peerless genius, that is you, Mu Xian. With your talent, it will definitely not be a problem for you to break through and become an emperor in the future." The old man Beleng's eyes were full of expectations, expecting Li Yang to lead their lineage to rise. "You have not entered the holy mountain, but your cultivation speed is so fast. After entering the holy mountain, your progress will be even faster." Holy mountain. Li Yang had heard this before, and when he saw the old man Beleng talking about it again, he couldn't help but ask, "Lord Beleng, What exactly is this holy mountain? The holy mountain is the holy land of our tribe. It was left by Gujo, the greatest strong man of our tribe. Gujo, hearing this, Li Yang's heart moved. Yes, Lord Gujo is the strongest of our Thunder Star Beast tribe, and he also has half of our bloodline. Speaking of Gujo, the old man Beleng's face was full of pride. We Thunder Star Beasts are born in the world realm, with a very high level of life, and our speed of understanding the law of thunder and lightning is extremely amazing. And the strongest of our tribe, Gujo, studied our talents and discovered the hidden peerless talent Thunder Punishment. Thunder Punishment, Li Yang listened quietly, he didn't know this. This Thunder Punishment is a special application of the law of thunder and lightning for us, which is attached to ourselves. When awakening the Thunder Punishment, our potential will be developed, and our strength will skyrocket under the blessing of the Thunder Punishment, said the old man Beleng. At this time, Li Yang was surprised again, potential has been developed. Mu Xian, there is no doubt that this Thunder Punishment can indeed develop potential. The old man smiled and said, however, there are very few people who awaken the Thunder Punishment. There are only a few in the history of our clan. But even so, just awakening a little bit can improve one's potential. The speed of comprehending the law will also be improved. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, Ji Difeng Ren. Chapter 509. Hearing this, Li Yang nodded. This Thunder Punishment is indeed extraordinary. If the Thunder Star Beast clan can all awaken, it would be too terrifying. However, according to his understanding, no one in the Thunder Star Beast clan can use the Thunder Punishment. There are only a few people who have mastered it throughout history, which means that the possibility of mastering the Thunder Punishment is close to zero. At this time, Li Yang was also slightly surprised that the Thunder Star Beast clan had such a secret. But then Li Yang was also delighted. It was best to have a secret. Anyway, he could enter the Holy Mountain after entering the Thunder Star Beast clan. The greater the benefit, the better. Although my Thunder Star Beast clan is strong, it is still very weak against the human race, the demon race and other races, so it has formed a joint relationship with some other races. Next, the old man Beleng continued to talk to Li Yang, and Li Yang became more and more familiar with the Thunder Star Beast clan. Time was passing, and soon 2 months passed. And Li Yang finally set foot on the territory of the Thunder Star Beast clan. Although the entire Thunder Star Beast tribe occupies a large territory, it is far less than that of the human race, which is only 1/1000th of that of the human race, that is, the size of 3 star continents. The core and best areas of the entire universe are occupied by the 10 powerful tribes with the original ancestors, such as the human race and the demon race. Even if the remaining Thunder Star Beast tribes are also very strong, the territory they occupy is far less than that of the human race. At this time, Li Yang and others appeared in a huge square. Mu Xian, this is the core area of our Thunder Star Beast tribe. I will take you to the core area of the tribe now. Rightward arrow. The old man smiled. The passage for the human race to go to the killing battlefield is in the edge of the star continent, but the Thunder Star Beast tribe goes to the killing battlefield in the core of the tribe. I have reported your news to the elders. It just so happens that today is the time for our Thunder Star Beast tribe to test talents. The elders asked me to take you directly to test your talent. Okay. Li Yang nodded. Testing talent is the best. His talent is here. Only after the test, the Thunder Star Beast tribe can fully cultivate it. I have said before that our Thunder Star Beast tribe is in a joint relationship with many other tribes. This time, many strong people from other tribes have also been invited. With your talent, Mu Xian, you will definitely make a big splash. The old man's eyes were full of expectations. Although tribes like Thunder Star Beast are relatively strong, they are undoubtedly in a more awkward position compared to the human race, the demon race, etc. Without the ancestor of creation, the gap is difficult to make up. Therefore, many tribes like Thunder Star Beast with several masters will choose to unite. In this way, facing powerful tribes such as the human race and the demon race, they are barely qualified to deal with it. And when many tribes unite, they will definitely compete and compare with each other. If there are stronger talents in the tribe, then the sense of honor will undoubtedly be stronger. Even if there are competitions between tribes, not to mention the various allied tribes, everyone wants to be the boss and suppress other tribes. Li Yang listened and followed Elder Beleng to fly to a place. Let my brother go. When they arrived at a place, a conflict occurred not far away, and there were cries. Looking over, there was a group of people gathered together, and several Thunder Star Beast youths were beating up a Thunder Star Beast youth, and a Thunder Star Beast girl was crying beside her, not knowing what to do. Seeing this scene, the old man Beleng's face suddenly looked a little ugly, and he flew over directly. Chief Beleng, seeing the old man Beleng, the crying Thunder Star Beast girl hurriedly shouted. At this time, the young Thunder Star Beasts who were fighting also stopped. They looked at Lei Xian, who was slowly flying over from the other side, and said respectfully, "Greetings, Lord Lei Xian." "What's going on?" The young man Lei Xian looked at the young man who was beaten, then looked at the others and asked with a frown. In fact, he could know without asking, because the Thunder Star Beast girl on the other side had already told everything. Judging from the girl's appearance, she was obviously from the Beleng lineage. There were also some Thunder Star Beasts around. When they saw the old man Beleng, they all surrounded him. "Leader Beleng, you don't know how much He and others are going too far. Yes, they robbed our things and beat up Brother Yanchi. They are so hateful and have been bullying us." The people from Beleng's lineage were obviously full of anger and said one after another. Thunder Star Beast Li Yang was watching. Obviously, it was the same everywhere. Beleng's lineage was the weakest, so it was often bullied. He encountered it as soon as he came in, which shows that such things must have happened a lot in normal times. Humph. Shi Lan, don't exaggerate. We just borrowed the treasure to take a look, but we never said we wouldn't return it. Hearing what these people said, the people who had taken action before immediately retorted. At this time, there was no fear on their faces, but provocation. They were all from the same lineage as the young Lei Xian, and Lei Xian's lineage had a super existence at the master level behind them. How powerful is it? As for the Beleng lineage, not only did they not have an emperor, but there were only 3 gods alone. Such strength is too weak. The strongest Beleng is only a 4-series god. Anywhere, even in the same tribe, weak strength is bound to be bullied. They are not worried about being punished. Lei Xian would only say a few words to them at most, and it is impossible for him to punish them for the weak Beleng lineage. Lei Xian knew what happened. He had lived for many years, so he could naturally see through what was happening at a glance. He frowned and said, "Heki, we are all from the same clan. You are too presumptuous to rob treasures. I will punish you to go to the 7th prison for 1 year and reflect on yourself." After he finished speaking, Heki and others were stunned. What's going on? Why did Lord Lei Xian punish us? He usually doesn't care about such things. What happened? Hearing this, Heki and others were stunned, as if they thought they had heard wrongly. The weak Beleng lineage can be bullied by anyone, and people from other lines know it well, but now Master Lei Xian is actually helping the Beleng lineage. Not far away, Shi Lan and others were also shocked. They complained to Beleng, but in fact they knew that they could not punish Heki and others. "Why don't you go to the punishment hall to accept the punishment?" Looking at the stunned Heki and others, Lei Xian frowned and said. Yes, although Heki and others were dissatisfied with the punishment, they did not dare to disobey and went to accept the punishment obediently. After they left, Lei Xian looked at the Thunder Star Beast Li Yang again. Others may not know, but he knows Li Yang's strong talent. With such talent, it is very likely that he will become an emperor. Li Yang will also be valued by the elders, which means that the Beleng lineage will rise. At this time, if he continues to oppress, it will obviously be bad. Even if they are not from the same lineage, he is happy to see the Beleng lineage rise. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, Ji Difeng Ren. Chapter 510. Although Lei Xian, from the same ethnic group, looks down on people of Beleng's lineage, he still won't suppress them. Let's go, Mu Xian, the elders are waiting. Thinking in his heart, Master Lei Xian said quietly. After saying that, he walked away. Taiwan Novel Network. Rightward arrow. Yeah, Thunder Star Beast Li Yang nodded and followed. Hey, this is from the same lineage as ours. Which clan member is it? I don't even know him. I don't know him either. At this time, Shi Lan and others also saw the Thunder Star Beast Li Yang, and doubt suddenly appeared in their eyes. Looking at the 3 black stripes on the tail of Thunder Star Beast Li Yang, it is obvious that he is from the same vein as them. Everyone present was not stupid. They subconsciously felt that the change in Lei Xian's attitude was because of this person from their branch. Chief Beleng, who is this young man? Why have we never met? Thinking in their minds, they quickly asked the old man Beleng. Because there are few people in their lineage, the old man Beleng is very kind to them, so they are not afraid, and treat the old man Beleng more like an elder. Looking at the people surrounding him, the old man Beleng said with a smile, "That's Mu Xian, who is about to go to the square to test his talent." "Are you testing talent? Is Mu Xian's talent very strong?" "Chief Beleng, can we follow and take a look?" After hearing Beleng's words, these people said quickly. They also guessed that Mu Xian's talent should be very strong. Their lineage is too weak and has no genius, so they are often bullied. They also long for a peerless genius to appear in their lineage, who will lead them to rise, and then prevent others from bullying them. "Okay, everyone, let's go take a look," the old man said with a smile. "Very good." The group of people all walked towards the square. In the distance, boiling sounds came one after another, reaching here over a long distance. "Mu Xian, that is the location of our clan's square, where a once-a-millennium talent test is being conducted," the old man Beleng said. Li Yang nodded and looked into the distance. "When the talent test is completed, I should be able to be vigorously trained by the Thunder Star Beast clan," Li Yang thought to himself. While thinking in his mind, the old man Beleng next to him continued, "But before entering the square to test the talent, we need to enter the Soul Palace next to the square." "Soul Palace? Where is that place?" Hearing this, Li Yang asked a little doubtfully. "Haha, Mu Xian, don't worry, this Soul Palace is actually a place to detect identity. Our Thunder Star Beast's life is against the heavens, and we are born in the world realm. It is easy to become the target of those powerful people who have clones. Therefore, for those who live in the world, for the members outside, we need to use the Soul Palace to test. If any member is enslaved by the soul, or has become a clone conceived by other lives, it can be easily judged through the Soul Palace. Only after passing the Soul Palace test can we truly enter. Come and be cultivated within our ethnic group," said the old man Beleng. "So that's it." Li Yang nodded, his face was calm, but his heart was instantly panicked. This Thunder Star Beast of his is the clone that was conceived. Sure enough, it's not that simple. If you want to be trained by a powerful Thunder Star Beast group, you have to test your specific identity. Li Yang's heart sank slightly. Rightward arrow. Before, he came into contact with the Thunder Star Beast and was brought here to test his talent, the whole process was extremely smooth. Lei Xian and the old man Beleng did not have any doubts about him, nor did they doubt that he was a clone bred by some strong man. In the past, even if the World Tree clone did not mutate, Han Mo asked him to breed the Thunder Star Beast clone. This shows that the strong man who owns the World Tree, no matter who he is, can breed the Thunder Star Beast clone. However, neither Lei Xian nor the old man Valenti mentioned it, without any suspicion. Li Yang was a little confused before, wondering how they could believe him so much, and had no doubt that he was the clone of a certain strong man. I didn't expect that the problem was here. The Soul Palace of the Thunder Star Beast clan can actually completely detect whether it is a clone and whether it is enslaved by the soul. The old man Beleng smiled and said, "Go in, Mu Xian, you stay in the Soul Palace for 10 seconds. If your identity is normal, there will be no reaction from the Soul Palace." Okay, Li Yang nodded and walked directly to the Soul Palace. At this juncture, it is absolutely impossible for him to hesitate at all. If he had any hesitation, his identity would definitely be doubted. Therefore, Li Yang had to go for a test at this time. This is the core place of the Thunder Star Beast clan, and there are definitely master-level experts stationed there. It is impossible for me to escape. The only way is to enter the Soul Palace. If there is any change in the Soul Palace, I will immediately self-destruct. At this time, Li Yang had many thoughts running wildly in his mind. His Thunder Star Beast clone basically didn't have any particularly precious treasures, only some training resources, etc. Even if it self-destruct, he wouldn't feel bad at all. Anyway, Yggdrasil can be resurrected easily. The only loss is the loss of the training of the Thunder Star Beast clan. The Thunder Star Beast group is so powerful, if it can be vigorously cultivated, his progress will definitely be very fast. However, the Thunder Star Beast tribe is just the icing on the cake for Li Yang. Even if he loses this opportunity, Li Yang will regret at most, not too much. Give him enough time and he can still grow up. I don't think about it anymore. The worst result is that the Thunder Star Beast clone commits suicide and loses the training of the Thunder Star Beast clan. Li Yang looked in front of him, took a deep breath, and strode into the Soul Palace. As for why Li Yang didn't blow himself up in advance, it was because Li Yang still had a trace of luck in his heart. His Thunder Star Beast clone also practiced the skills in the mysterious little sword. Not to mention other things, its soul alone has also been upgraded to the perfect level of the world realm. Maybe he can avoid the detection of the Soul Palace. How powerful is the inner skill of the mysterious little sword? This gave Li Yang a variety of powerful trump cards that others could not match. Of course, this possibility is extremely small, but the probability is not zero. With Li Yang's character, it is impossible to give up until the end. Many thoughts passed through his mind, but in fact it only took 2 or 3 seconds for Li Yang to finally arrive at the door of the Soul Palace. Entering inside will determine his next fate. This is truly one step from heaven to one step from hell. When he came here, Li Yang didn't stop and stepped directly into it. Buzz. As soon as he entered it, Thunder Star Beast Li Yang felt a strange wave coming from him. A strange energy seemed to appear in the entire palace, entering the body of Thunder Star Beast Li Yang, trying to explore his soul. Under this investigation, Li Yang felt that his soul was very uncomfortable, and the energy seemed to be starting to riot.